My name is Jake. I'm 24 years old. I've been here 2.5 years now. Growing up, I was not raised in the church. I started using drugs at a very, very young age. My brother thought it would be cool to see his little brother to smoke weed. So I was 7 years old on Christmas Eve when he introduced me to weed. And I think he was innocent. I don't think he really knew the effects that it was going to have on my life. Through my teenage years, I began to find my friends overdosing on the drugs I was taking, hanging out with the wrong crowds, drinking, going to jail. And I never had the thought to even turn to a God. I didn't have a desire in my heart to know who God was. And when I was 20 years old, I went to sell some pills to a young girl and drug her with my vehicle. So here I was 20 years old, married, had a child on the way, and I was sitting in jail looking at prison time. I knew something had to change. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew that I needed to be a husband and a father. I knew that much, I knew. And so through a church, I was introduced to Loving Hands Ministries, and I got accepted instead of going to prison. I opened plead in front of the judge, and when you do that, you can get anything. My charges, the max for like 45 years. So he could have gave me anything at that moment. But I remember the prosecutor was standing up and telling the judge everything that I've ever done. I'm telling him that, I had warrants out for my arrest in another state. And the judge looked at her and I said, "Ma'am, I think you just need to sit down." And she kind of looked down and sat down, and he told her, "If I send this young man to prison, it's going to be worse than it is now. I'm going to send him to Loving Hands." And here I am. I came here thinking I was going to spend 18 months in a program. Thought I was going to leave here and be a good father, a good husband. 2.5 years later, I'm still here. I'm still pressing into God. Still asking Him what He wants me to do. And there's days I struggle. But this is the main thing, that I can look my kids in the eyes and I can tell them that Jesus Christ is alive. That's what I can show them a godly life to live, and I can be the godly father, not just some person in society. And I'm so thankful that Christ came. I say this so many times. I'm thankful that He came and died on the cross, but I'm also thankful that He came and taught. And I'm thankful that we have the Word of God, because I have been brainwashed. Jesus changed my heart, but by the Word of God, my brain has been washed. And I no longer think the way I used to think. And I no longer act the way I used to act. And I'm just so thankful that I can read these words and my heart isn't hard to it. When I read something and I know that I'm wrong, that I get convicted, I pray the Lord will never take that conviction from me. So I'll leave you with scriptures, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways,